Up next is the CPUT up against the Forte Blues. That's round one, and as FNB CUT coaches, we caught up with them just before this.
Coach, technically you guys are the defending champions of this competition. What are your expectations in 2021?
Look, we've sacrificed a lot to be here. Firstly, we feel privileged to be here, and we're hoping that we can keep that championship status going forward.
Yeah, you mentioned in your pre-interviews before, leading up to this varsity tournament, that you couldn't retain a lot of your players because a lot of them couldn't study this year, and online studying is a challenge for a number of your players. So what are you bringing into 2021?
Yeah, so we got quite a bit of new, young, exciting players in, that the older players received quite nicely. They've ticked the boxes as we went along. So I think that we should be prepared to maintain that status, that everybody's hoping that we are going to maintain.
And your game plans for UFH today?
I can't mention that on live television.
Well, all the best this afternoon, Coach.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Coach, expectations for 2021 is the first game for you guys in a bubble.
Okay, first of all, we are here to compete and try to build a platform for the future.
Yeah, what are you expecting from CPUT, who have been one of the more dominant teams in the past?
Yeah, we are expecting a running game, but silapha siswam nathi sizilungiselela. Sinazo induku zethu zozilwela xa kufika lo maxesha njalo.
You were saying earlier in some of your interviews leading up to this that you've retained majority of your squad. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, siswam bakhona uninzi lwabo kodwa ke abanye bababekho nabantwana abancinci sinabo kwalapha.
Baza nantoni kulo nyaka bona?
Siswam ongakutsho kwangoku ne asizanga nabo bonke bebonke abantwana abancinci kuba ke sicinga uba noko lihlumelo lethu.
Yeah. And squad depth is about important njani this season, especially considering Bani Lala 9 games so many games in such a short space of time.
Siswam izobaleka kakhulu loo nto kuba ngaba yonke iplayer esinayo esquadini ibe fit ngalo lonke ixesha so that xa kwenzeka izinto ezinjalo bakwazi usijoyina.
Well, thank you so much, Coach, and all the best this evening.
Thank you, ma'am.
FNB CPUT is up against FNB Forte Blues. It's going to be the last game for the day. The two sides will be greeted by the great conditions here as they will be looking to give that ball some air. CPUT, the grand favorite team that's been most successful at the Shield, and they get to have another go and another crack this year. But you can't go writing off the Forte Blues, as they've always shown that with enthusiasm and the talent that they do have and possess, it'd be great to see them going out on that field. This is a side that will be captained by Myamkele Mzozoyana at number 8. A few players that could show and light up as they have a bit of time in the lights. Monday night rugby, it's a rugby that rocks, and this is the CPUT side. They're led by Bucha Mputa at number 6, flanker, who will be assisted by Shea Clarkson and Sisona Magdala, and they loose forward. It'll be good to see how Clinton Joseph goes. Maybe if they give him a bit of a chance to show up what they can do. Guijo is up in the song, and in full song is the Blues. Lumka! Yeah, Lumage Blues. They always go for the bite. And that is Mzozoyana, who will be leading the side out as they take on the field. Loftus, the fortress. A special moment for these young players. And they get a chance to showcase their skills to the South African public and to the world. A chance to get your highlight reel up. A chance to be out in the mix. Put your family name out there. It's pride. It's an opportunity to shine. I'm joined by Robert Kempson, who will be on the other side, giving me some insight and breaking down the game as we go into it. Robbie, something to look forward to, Varsity Shield.
Definitely. Almost the defending champion, CPUT. They've got a great opportunity as they're led out by Mputa, the captain, just to show what they're all about. Very keen to get into the championship, as their coach has said. And the University of Forte, they might have other ideas.
Well, just before this, we'll be going downfield to get a credo reading from the president of the Bulls of Rugby. And these are match officials who will be looking after this game. In the middle, John Reporter.
Good evening. My name is Willem Strauss, President of the Blue Bulls. The FNB Varsity Cup showcases our nation's young rugby talent and is a platform that changes lives. Many of the players that played in our junior and senior structures of the Vodacom Bulls have graduated from the Varsity Cup and Shield systems. Today, senior players such as Trevor Yakana, Marco van Staden, Luso Goboga, all hail from the Varsity Cup system. These players all emerged from different universities, different provinces, and now all represent the Vodacom Bulls. Our ambition is the same for the Varsity Shield players, that this is a unique opportunity to showcase their rugby talent and thereby change their lives. We are proud to be South African, encouraged by our beautiful anthem, and committed to the bright future of this, our wonderful country. We joined Varsity Cup in their campaign of saying thank you in all our official languages to all those who have played a role in keeping our country going during this unprecedented time. Baie dankie aan al die rolspelers se bydrae in hierdie tye. Let us now stand and join together in singing the South African national anthem.
Nkosi sikeleli Afrika, malupakan Yesu pondo ayo, izwa imitandazo yetu. Nkosi sikelela tina lusapo ayo, morena boloka sechaba sa Yesu, ufedi sedintwale matwene, se boloke, sechaba sa Yesu, sechaba sa South Africa, South Africa. Uit die blauw van onze hemel, uit die diepte van ons ziel, oor ons ewige gebergtes, waar die kranse antwoord gee, sounds the call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land.
A beautiful rendition from Shante de Klerk there, and Willem Strauss reading the credo of the Varsity Cup. It's time for these young men to showcase what they're capable of, as the Forte Blues up against the CPUT the Cape Peninsula University of Technology, up from Cape Town. And the boys from Alice, what do they have within them? That's lock and loaded. That's time to rumble. Let the boys do their thing. Let the boys play. A ball has been delivered by Steers Motorbikes. It's been good to have him supporting in this for the last 13 years. FNB, one of our proud sponsors too. CPUT about to kick off. Fagon Lee Snyders, number 10 position jersey. He'll be controlling matters, marshalling his side around and driving the ambitions. Here we go. Good take there coming on from Njongezulu. Kama Masiza. Brian Fields is charged down. Now the chase is on. Look at this start. What you talking about? Get in, son. Yes, it's Pucha Mputa, the captain, leading from the front.
Try first up. CPUT on the board straight away. The charge down kick. Not the greatest execution, unfortunately. And pace of plenty. What a pickup that is. Fantastic work. Sisonsa Mngala.
Well, I thought it was the captain, but it was Sisona Makala, the 8th man. He beat his captain to the ball, but the pressure from the loose forward. I give a great start here. It's not even a minute gone. We're already on the scoreboard. CPUT. Conversion by Snyders.
See that again from Ngala. Beautiful pickup off the toe lace as it is, and the perfect start for CPUT.
Time for Keith Chiwara to put the Blues into the half of CPUT. A good strong take from Nathan Gutu. Engelbrecht giving the ball up to his forwards. Quick ball again, Engelbrecht onto it. Snyder's charged down. Will you see another one? Profiting from the mistake of the opposition. The Blues have got the ball now. Masiza. Chiwara playing on to his captain, Zozoyana. I have to roll away.
Salman just getting in the way of that. Opted for the 3-4 here.
Well, it's altitude. Showcase. You've seen this before.
Oh, kick the corner, lads. Get some running rugby. That's a good carry from the captain. And then just lying on the wrong side, you've got to make an effort to get out of there.
Keith Chiwara is about to attempt a penalty. There's 39 meters. Right in front of the post. It's got the right angle. It's just need to make sure that they can stay up with Cape Peninsula University of Technology. Chiwara, Keith. Oh, just pushes it. And you can see by the red light on the post. That was not a successful attempt. And to the 22 now. CPUT trying to clear from their own 22. 22 drop out. Jongizu. Good take. Evades one. Masiza. Onto his tight head prop. Ngani. That's a tackle. They have to release him. Masiza looking to the blind side. A little surge and the ball is dislodged. Pass kind of unfortunate from Jonathan Boyson. Quick play, Engelbrecht. That had to be held back. Too much enthusiasm from the youngsters. The referee wasn't loving it.
Knock on first. Got a ball and all tackle to Jonathan Boyson. As he's trying to get that one away.
Let's go, let's go.
It's a great opportunity for these both sides, Kemper.
That it is. Must just be awesome to get out there. Do what they love, particularly all the way from Alice.
Crouch.
Too much going on there.
Yeah. Rugby.
Bind. Set.
Well,
Stand up.
a reset of the scrums. You the expert?
Yeah, just get
Just
them
move a little
closer.
bit that side.
Get them closer, get their feet underneath themselves.
Stay up,
And
eh?
we'll solve a lot of the issues.
Konto Kaku in the middle of that for the Blues. At hooker, Sibangani and Anelin Gotla
Crouch.
at loose head and tight head, respectively.
Bind. Set.
Engelbrecht,
9 stay.
the solid scrum. Missed pass from Snyders into his fullback, graining on is Raven Smith. Shows the dummy, buys it. The Blues. The ball is back onto the inside to Yorick Lewis. Engelbrecht, quick play here. The try scorer, McDonald. Engelbrecht, quick play. Snyders. Lewis. Oh, sitting people down. Look at that chicken wing to the side and shit. Claessens couldn't care on that momentum they had.
Option. Line out, knock on.
Not going to touch, they have the option.
A scrum or line out.
Beautiful handoff, also the bounce.
Knock on.
Just not collecting it. It's Claesen. Enterprising play from CPUT.
It's high tempo from both sides. CPUT going through the phases, looking quite fluent.
What about the Blues giving it a crack here, Bobs?
Well,
Full complement in the back line, just the 3 defenders up.
oh, that's true. It's always an opportunity. As long as you got the ball, you got a chance to score.
6 stay.
Good scrum from the Blues.
Strong scrum.
Oh, talk about piggyback yourself out. Look at how the forward pack is pumped up now.
Just love it when the backline players come in half-half. The effort of the forward pack.
Don't have a clue, that's why.
Absolutely none. You should know.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Oh. Forwards keep it going forward. And this is great
Number
work
1.
from the pack.
Leave it, eh?
Njajambum Kafu will be happy with how they started.
Have a look at this. Power aplenty, up straight through the middle. No question on where the penalty's going to go. And that has put a marker down for the rest of this game. They're not going to
Check the numbers, check the numbers. Back, back, back.
The loose
Go
head
back.
having a field day there in that scrum.
Step.
Blues go for a 5-man line out.
Stay.
And Caesar now moving and changing direction as Keith Chiwara comes up onto the line and they give it to their captain, Zozoyana. Onto the 10-meter line, they go, the Blues.
You need to get out
Another
quicker.
penalty.
You need to
Discipline,
get out quicker.
key.
This time Snyder's not getting himself away from that tackle area.
Was the option that you wanted from the first minute. Keith Chiwara.
I think after he missed that first, wasn't
Tackler
it?
needs to get out quicker.
Put the
Eh?
responsibility on
Please
someone
have a
else.
check.
Well, the forward pack has started strongly and this man has led from the front.
This was Yana. They're just not
Are
rolling
you
away
full?
with Snyder's.
Full line out.
Blues choose to go for a full line
Stay.
out. Guess what's coming up?
Stay, eh?
Driving maul.
Most tries are scored from driving maul. 25 tries we saw from the Varsity Cup. The Hookers having the most of those tries. Good defense from CPUT, but look at this strong carry
Double
now.
X9.
Putting the body on the line, head down. Caesar. Zozoyana, Yamkela.
Offside, number 5.
Short ball to Ngani.
That's perfect.
And another offside. 3
Number 5
penalties on the
offside.
road. It's time for the captain to have a word with the referee, just to encourage him.
I would say so too.
Goes. Shot.
Oh, go for the corner again, I would thought. Taking
Yeah,
the
yeah,
three. I'll definitely get into the referee's words here and say, listen, chap, we can't be having this.
Yeah. Takes me back to a memory of one of the most talkative scrum halves in the world rugby, George Gregan, speaking to the referee saying, I can't play my rugby like this.
And he got the penalty.
And he definitely did. Well, it's a reward for the forward pack and the way that they've moved the Blues from their own 22, setting up driving balls, carrying the ball strongly and positively for Keith Chiwara, who misses again.
22.
Well, if that's the way they're going to score points is through tries, I better get started going now.
Maak seker hulle is agter 10. Maak seker hulle is agter, né?
Yeah, that's 6 points that's going to miss. Maybe give it to that forward pack, give them a crack.
Masiza. Field. This is Chiwara. This is what he's good at. Gives it to his captain. Look at the link play from these players. Ball is knocked down. This is the 4th penalty on the road.
Surely there needs to be a chat. Doesn't have to be from the captain. The referee should be
Deliberate knockdown.
very aware of the situation. Five penalties in the game for CPUT, and there's not even 11 minutes gone.
Field. Brightfield sends his forward pack into the 22 of CPUT.
Yeah, no question. Deliberate knockdown.
The line.
Fortunate to be on the field.
Yep, that's the laws of the game.
How many numbers are we?
Mkonto Takutaku.
Stay.
Joined to the blind side. Captain full of running, but he's well made there. And a big form and shape of
Let's take the
D'Angelo Williams.
Guys, open please. Get in. Kom ons gaan in.
Got a very tall man in Rinsana. Just haven't used him
Stay.
as of yet in the lineup.
A quick one, they go. And it's Magdala here
No more.
in the midst of the field. Back to Snyders, who decides to kick the ball in field.
Number 5, wait.
Over his
Play.
head for Curly and Field.
Leave it down, leave.
And Amir Hendricks
You're off your
really
straight off
slowing
your
that
feet.
ball down. That's the
Number 5,
6th
straight on your
penalty.
feet. Hands on the ground and you're off. Put the ball down.
This is the chat you were talking about.
Captain,
It's half an hour
2
late.
million penalties. It's not the second one against 5, not rolling. And on the playing the ball on the floor, okay? On the ground.
Mr. Porter responds.
I don't think I've ever seen 7 penalties in 12 minutes.
No.
Well,
Captain,
they need to exploit it then. Field.
That's a good run up the touchline by Fields. Almost gets back on the inside. There's no question. He's off his feet. Hands are beyond the ball. And not supporting his body weight.
stay on the line, eh?
To the front they go, the Blues. Trying to set up the driving ball, but
Number 5
CPUT
from the
driving
side.
to the sideline. But look at that strength and work! Come on, the Blues! With the bite. Oh, there's going to be celebrations now. John Voligate.
Oh, Bobs, I can't wait to see you do that rendition.
Oh, I can't wait. Let me go.
Almost got them into the touch, but they stood steady, they stood strong, did the Blues, and over they go. A well-deserved try. All the pressure they've been mounting on CPUT.
Joshua Luana scores the try. Look at you, so he's not the biggest man, but hard, huge, massive. It's a fight in the dark that counts.
Now Fields just realise at altitude and just has to stroke it, go through the process.
Strike from Fields, change the kicker, and it's a successful one. We up 7-all, 14 gone. 2 tries from both sides, showing what Varsity Shield is about.
Cholowan has got the try. Hard work from the forwards pays off. They've got the first try, second try of the game. Have a look at that, Bobs.
Wow. Maybe I'm a few years old for this.
You might do a disc.
Fagon Lee Snyders goes deep. This time is Masiza, who looks up and he finds Fields. Well, good offload from him just to clear things out. Makes it very important after you put points on the scoreboard.
Numbers.
It is a set piece.
It is a set piece.
That's right. Time off.
You generally want to try and get it up just past the 10-metre line, but as long as it's out beyond the 22, you've done a satisfactory job.
Time on.
Line out to everyone on their feet, which gives them a chance to compete on this line out. CPUT got to the mitts, but it's not a tidy one. Kept by Engelbrecht. Snyders gives it to Magdala, who's shown up. Wow, the 8th man. Change of direction now. Ball is rolling, a bounce pass, but an unfortunate one. And look at the physicality in this. Intensity is up. D'Angelo Williams and Zozoyana onto it.
Tackle at 2.
Had to roll away.
Check. Put the ball down. Time off.
And there's a flag out from one of our ARs. Maybe for foul play.
Yes.
5 black.
Yeah.
Shoulder.
Okay. Time is off.
Possible foul play. 5 black. Shoulder. But mitigating fact, the play was going down, but there was contact to the face.
To the face. Straight to the head.
Yeah, but
Okay.
and low level, medium level.
Okay. Dion, Timo.
Yeah, you're right.
There was possible foul play at the previous tackle, right in front of where I'm standing. Possible shoulder to the head area. Just check for me, please.
Okay, we'll check. What's your on-field decision?
Yellow card because there was a duck in the tackle.
I must say there was a good tackle here from Siva Makani. Look at him chasing down the tight prop. Well, that looked very physical.
Well, the man is deemed to have not used his arms, but he's used his whole body. That's Lungelo Ginza. Well, it is the head contact on player safety. Stickler for detail, yeah.
In real time, it didn't look like much, did it?
Not at all, and it will always look bad here. This kind of has the ball carrier, his shoulder.
Shoulder hits his chest.
You're right.
Yes, Dion.
The contact was just indirect to the body, and it's nothing more than a penalty.
Okay, penalty again 5.
Good work,
Against
TMO.
5 for you on another penalty advantage in any case.
Okay. Number 5. Number 5. Just check your tackles. Okay.
Lungalu's a tall man. Had to dip on his
Time
hips
on.
there and put the shoulder in.
Captain, you have a choice of a penalty here or penalty in the 5. Yeah. Tackle and not rolling.
Well, Butcher, Mputa, easy decision to make. Gave him a flaw more of an angle.
Didn't kind of work
We'll
out.
get it, we'll get it. Guys, can we please get into the line?
Strolling in, CPUT. They go to the back, but
2 knock-ons, first, second one. Knock-on.
CPUT's footing.
Rodney, check for me.
Wow, that definitely came off CPUT first.
Locks in,
Forward.
please.
It should be the Blues scrum, no question.
well, Mr. Porter is
Crouch.
much closer than we are to the section.
Bind. Sit.
I'm flabbergasted.
Good scrum again from
Advantage.
the Blues.
Number 1 and
Ball
9.
is out, Engelbrecht, Snyder, short ball! A kid run here, outside center. Oh, Lunati Nel. He's gone for the celebration. He gives himself a good hand.
It's a lot of effort for a try.
I thought he ran enough just on the hole.
Straight through the middle he goes, cracks on the pace. Lunati over for the try. And then there's a lot of effort. I think his coach might be worried to do himself a disfavour.
Oh, Felipe Kintapomi done one of those celebrations for Leinster. Acted like a spectator, going off to clap for himself after what he saw, what he just did. Pantomime villain. Snyder's converts it, 14 points to 7. Nearly on it.
You see it again, straight through the middle. Might be poor defence, some might say, from Fort Hare. But it was the angle, the pace of the run to get the try for CPUT.
Well, the champ almost done his knee.
So, if I was the coach, I'd be more worried about that.
Well, it's time out in the lights. It's Varsity Cup, Varsity Shields, the rugby that rocks.
No hands, no hands.
The Blues get the ball back, Masiza. This is Ginta in the midfield, the lock. Chiwara, short ball again, finding some bit of love in the midfield to both sides. And a good breakdown work from Mputa.
It was very strong on the ground. Just remotely isolated. And he's gone straight over the top of it. There's Bucha Mputa.
Snyder's. Just a little nudge.
Strategy break.
Strategy break already, 20 minutes gone, it's flown by. There's two sides are out to play. I've shown they've got loads in the tank, high intensity, but the penalty count though, against CPUT. And pretty much possession with the Blues.
Blues keep the ball in hand a little bit more. They missed out opportunities, went for those two kick posts. But really, the counter-attack and the manner in which their backs play, and the forwards with that big scrum, very importantly. Let's see them play a little bit more.
Yeah. Scrum set is right, ne? And then line out drive is good, but they need to set it up.
He's happy with the scrums.
Line out drive yet good. Number 6 must stand in just option. You might drive. He set you up quick enough. set it up first before Zamupusha and then see it as well, right? And then in terms of Ebola, no 50-50 chance. Just take away the 50-50. Rather take the hit, seal it now. About full at the physical.
Robbie K, you can translate.
Vibes, you're sitting here going, hang on, bro. With the 50-50, I want to see those chicken wings.
There's never a 50-50, other guy calls it. Well, it's good though. It's good communication coming from the coach.
It's calm, it's collected, and he's making his points, and very valid ones they are.
We mentioned about the strong scrum that they do have. Their line-out option is going well. Their driving more is something they should enjoy and explore a bit more. And that's what you want to hear, especially at the strategy break. You don't want to have a coach who just screams out loud and it becomes white noise.
Exactly that. No, 100%. No, very well handled.
So I think here they're probably sorting out the defensive move.
No.
The center's short out of a line, no connection.
Okay.
Well, opportunity now. We're joined by Alistair Tace, the CPUT coach. Alistair, from what you've seen in that first 20, where do you have to improve?
I think that we just need to keep our discipline a bit on defense and at the breakdown. I think if we can brush up on that, things might go our way. And if we can hold onto the ball and pull some phase and then put in the ball in the trenches afterwards, I think we'll gain some nice momentum like that.
Right.
So this try in the last, in the first towards the end of the first 20
Come, let's go in.
just gave our boys a bit more confidence going into the second 20.
Did you know anything about the celebration from Lunati?
No, that was a surprise to me as well.
Thank you so much, Tace. Enjoy the game.
Okay, thanks, eh? Cheers.
I still think he's more worried he's going to do a knee or something to that effect.
Coming in and throwing on to the ball there was Brady van Boven. Snuck into the field. The Blues, though, they've got the ball back. They give it to their captain, Yamkela Zozoyana. Met hard by the opposite captain. Yeah. The counter-raking. There's a lot of contest in this breakdown. I think you're allowed to hook the ball back. You the expert, Kemper?
Yeah, I'm perplexed.
Ball is on the ground, it's a ruck.
It's a ruck, yes. They can use their feet to get it back. It's not at the base where it's available to use. Fantastic counter ruck it was from Mputa and his men. But there you can see it, it's nowhere near at the base.
Unplayable, reset.
Yeah, scrum off's waiting for it. Oh well.
Mr. Porter handling the matters in the midfield. Well, penalty for Anil Nkotla, losing his bind. Bit of his hips above his...
Yeah, listen, you almost try to have a chat there with the referee. He's having absolutely none of it. I don't know why they don't let us props have a chat. I mean, we're quite affable.
Well, you're one of those highly intelligent individuals which could take a...
Yeah.
We need to play the game.
Yeah, we need to get on.
Get on with it.
All right.
Stay back. Please check.
Yeah, it was on the far side. So.
No, it's fine.
There's a line out for CPUT. They lost it again. The Blues set piece seeming to be holding on strong.
Advantage over.
That's a clearance from Kama Masiza, who just takes it over his 22.
Right. Important for the Blues. They've got to get men in the air again. They can put a lot of pressure on the CPUT line out.
Siasanga Ngubelanga seem to have left the field and is replaced. Look at that steal. Beautiful read up front. And Chiwara says, let's get down there.
Vantage over.
Raven Smith, well positioned. Almost had a speed wobble. A good turnover from the Blues. But a good fight up with it was Nathan Nkuku. Lunatic Lele rips it apart. And it's gone to a mess. Intle Mangoko, what a line-out steal from the Blues inside their own 22. And they've gave themselves a preferable position.
Brilliantly done. Up in front he goes. And a great for you to scrum off. Oh man, why did they not attack? Two defenders up, out wide. We love to see the Blues run.
Oh, let the Bulls bite.
Particularly turnover ball.
Crouch.
Well, they said, yeah, Lumake Blues.
Bind. Set.
Masiza.
Let's use it 9.
Comfortable. Chiwara. Boyson in the centres. Missed pass to Fields. Fields has got Jongi Zulu. Jongi Zulu is taking all 3 of them on his own, but they retain possession. Trying to counter. Masiza is out there.
Backwards.
Sprightly. Mangoko. It's actually Ginza who's supported.
Leave it.
And good work from his Fakela. Kamva. And this one is retreating backwards.
Knock on.
The ball is knocked on. Chiwara's got a bit of an advantage here, and the tackle from his opposite dislodges the ball.
Well, CPUT should know better when they're playing the Blues. You want to keep it structured, my friends. Because when it gets loose, they are exceptionally dangerous.
Playing to their hands.
Here's the mark, here's the mark. Here's the mark. Their ball. Off your end.
Since he's nifty around the park. Just has to work a little bit on that box kick.
Get behind it.
Crouch. Bind.
Solid in the scrums from
Set.
the Blues. No problems there.
Again, they keep it. And this is a way that the forward pack can dominate. This is what the coach was talking about. And this is what Mzozoyana wants to do, giving it to his flanking partner.
Vantage.
Gosh.
Side, never on side.
Pick and go.
Give a pass to Rock. Offside. Number 3, never on side. You had it. Offside penalty closer.
Do you think he has cards in his pocket?
Not the magic ones.
Well, shots.
Run Fields decides it's time to put it through.
Is winning the kicking contest, converted that try.
Indeed. Still would like to see them numbers offside. And look at those numbers out wide. Just love to see the Blues utilize those backs a bit more.
You know, it's an awareness, and communication is key and vital onto that. Men on the outside putting a bit of communication back in. They should have a key word. Back in the day, it was fire.
In so many of them.
And you've picked and gone.
Oh no.
Strong kick from Fields. And the Blues are back in it. They just trail by 4. They've reacted best after the strategy break. A good, precise and concise messages coming in from their coaches. And they've seemed to have sunk in to their players. Snyder. Caesar. Looks onto his outside, Jongi Zulu. Tries to keep the ball in field, and that's body on the line. Stuff. Caesar. Chiwara. Kicking to a man, Nathan Nkuku. Takes his man, he breaks it. First tackle. Now he's fighting Tosholwana. And all over the ball are the Blues into the breakdown. And there was a knock on. Well, you can't fault enthusiasm and ambition to get involved.
Knock on.
He's loving it.
He is. He's getting stuck into it.
Lukanyiso, the try scorer.
Oh, it's a solid run down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
He's a big man.
He is. Nathan Kutu.
I'll check for you, okay?
He doesn't look like a guy to me that really wants to sidestep.
Crouch! Come,
Wow.
come. Guys.
Well, certainly didn't look like it.
Wow.
Crouch!
When you've got it, you got to use it.
Bind! Set!
Well, the Blues are dominating the set pieces. And
No. Please don't do that. I talked to them previously. Leave it.
there's a few verbals out there.
It's banter.
Number 1, elbow.
They're encouraging the opposition. Brian Fields.
That's on the engage at D'Angelo Williams. The loose head, you can see he goes straight to his knees. And the assistant referee help Mr. Buerta give the penalty.
Play.
Ah, good steal from CPUT. Now Andrew Brack. Ball, good hands. And Natingele shows him the number. And he keeps on going. Look at that. Oh, unfortunate for Raven Smith. Exciting backs here at CPUT. This is interesting. Everyone just stopped still as if they ran out of data.
Are they buffering?
Time off.
All action, great steal it was from Salman. And the ball out wide. Vela, beautiful step again, back on the inside. And then unfortunate knock. Raven Smith almost got his hands to that.
Yeah. Okay, so TMO, Dion. TMO.
A bit of attention here given.
Possible foul play here. Contact to the face area. Mitigation factor is the player was already on the ground. I just want to make sure that the white player didn't dive onto the players while he was on the ground.
What is your on-field decision?
Penalty only at this point.
That's a swinging arm, direct contact to the head with force.
Yorick Lewis.
Do you see mitigation there, Bobs?
Maybe that could be the color of his scrum cap.
Ooh.
That's unkind on Brantfield.
He's sitting up, thankfully.
Just professional courtesy, man.
No, that is.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Could he have done much? Maybe not attempt the tackle.
All day, that is a red card, I'm afraid.
You're right.
Yeah.
Let's go to Dion. Dion.
We're dealing with a swing arm straight to the head, neck area by number 12 White. There are in fact no mitigation factors.
Okay.
And he did it with high force.
So so what I'm hearing is
well said.
Swinging arm, direct contact to the head, neck area with force. So I'm looking at red at this point.
That is correct.
12.
So early shower here for Lewis.
Spot on from the TMI. Well done.
That's a good call.
Okay, so foul play, swinging arm with force, direct contact to the face. That's a red card.
You asked about cards, Ravi.
Yeah, no, I didn't want anything like that to happen, to be fair.
Yeah.
There's more with the resulting discipline of the 8 penalties in the opening 25 minutes. Yeah, so 15 minutes and the laws of Varsity Cup, they can bring on another player to replace him, which I think's
it's good for the contest.
It's great for the contest. You never want to see a team trying to go down to 14 for, it would almost be a good 60 minutes, 70 minutes.
Well, there is sightings that happens, and the Blues now faltering when they line up, but somehow reclaim position back. Caesar onto his left foot.
There it is.
That's a kick. It's infield to the man who was standing outside who touched it. He carried out.
Something ill.
It's supposed to be Blues ball.
Guys, I'm not going to say every time, please come in. I'm standing there.
They're trying to walk in to avoid
Guys,
the contest from
please,
the
I'm standing on
Blues.
the mark.
Because their lineouts, they've lost 4 on their own throw already.
They go to the front and contested there by the Blues. To the midfield to Makala, the 8th man. He's a goal forward ball carrier. He drops it like a coal there.
Advantage.
Was Van Boven. Advantage to the Blues. We'll love to see them spread that ball, and Williams
Rep is
picked
fine,
the
no
pocket.
problem, number 7. Knock on first.
He was ready to go.
Sorry.
Now Klaassen, he has tried. Unfortunate. Just coming off
Let's
the
go,
chest.
let's go. Clocks in.
From Boven. And this has been a strength of the Blues.
Crouch.
Blues really enjoying this contest. Up front,
Fine.
although they trail by 4.
Set.
Don't have much of territorial advantage, but possession. How will they use this? Stay to your strengths, keep it at the back there. Zozoyana says, let's make some more yards. Force the hand from the referee, and he does get the advantage. And now this is a free ball to let it loose. Chiwara into the tackle. Boyson going to help there. It's Gromov. Carry and a space onto the outside. Just small numbers carrying the ball. The double digits to be up on first receiver.
In the scrum, standing.
Just love to see them give it a bit of width. So
Pulling
many
up.
players out wide not being utilised. And perhaps that might be a message at half-time. But again, their scrum brings them some purchase for the penalty.
Chiwara.
There it is.
This is good work though.
Good work. Nkula Bokla on this loose head side. And Mkani on the tight head. Well controlled at the base. Never easy for the 8th man.
Thank you.
Skillful work there from Zozoyana, the captain. That's a skill that you have to work on as an 8. Keeping that ball at the back. Onto the front, straight to Williams. And Makala again, given a chance to run, and he rumbles over Caesar. To the blindside angle brack, Williams, the man who stole that line-out ball.
No hands.
Fighting hard, the Blues in that breakdown. Makala.
Tackle.
Sasona, strong. Snyders.
Let's play it.
Ngele. A missed pass on to Nathan Nkuku. Nkuku is hard, he's strong, he's bulldozing. Oh, he looks for his captain onto the inside. Talk about carry the whole team with you. Give the ball to the wings, let them work.
Brilliant try that is. Nkutu showing his strength, but what about that offload? Butcher Mputa gets the try, but the setup is the strength of Nkutu. First it was the poor throw, but the great steal from CPUT. Out wide they go straight away. And have a look at this pace, strength, no sidestep I mentioned. Gets through the tackle. More importantly, that offload is absolutely fantastic. And Mputa does the rest. CPUT spreading it out wide.
Oh, catching lots of love onto the edges, and a conversion from Snyders. They take the points to 21-10, Alistair Taste, the coach, did mention they got a bit of love on the edges.
A lot of love on the edges. You've seen that try early on from the centre, Vele, and this time it's the captain gets over, Mputa.
Fields. Taken there onto by Solomon. Engelbrecht. Neles come closer to the ball. An interesting tactic. Turning the Jongizulu. Jongizulu always evading the first tackler. The Blues. Msiza, Chiwara. Who wants to get involved? Who else? Ngani.
19 now, 19 off. Vantage slowing down the ball.
Well, soft penalty, but we're not there. We're here, and Gartler loses it forward.
Number 19, off your feet. Number 19, straight off your feet.
Well, Van Boven, they didn't even attempt to go for the ball.
No interest.
Well, it's a bit cynical.
You'd think 11 penalties in
the first half.
In the first half. I mean, you try to keep it under 10 for an entire match.
Well, maybe high standards for professional teams.
Yeah. Unfortunate, the carry from Kokla, not quite going to his hands.
Mkoto Kakukaku, the hooker of the Blues, has to be sure about the call. They do have tall timber and the man who are explosive and the athletes in that line out.
Stay.
No. And to the front they go. And they set up the driving ball, something that was encouraged by the coaching staff. Kakukaku. It goes on to the midfield. Msiza now. They've been heavily involved with their forward pack.
See what happens.
Their backs haven't seen much of the ball at the moment. Msiza goes and then someone changed direction, but space for Field. And pass was not the expected execution.
Option, blue, white, CUT.
Passes to the right wingers always suffer.
So unlucky. That would have been very interesting to see what happened. Yeah, right over the top.
Time off.
Almost a line-up throw. Needed lifters.
A straight one.
Well,
call if they heard something.
Brian Fields will be looking at that and want to make sure that he can make amends as Boyson is getting a bit of attention. And well, you saw something, yeah, Robert?
Yeah, Boyson went down in a bit of a heap because, there we go, he copped one on the chin.
Yeah. It's all about the technique. Just much more of a dip on the hips. You'll get a bit of...
Taylor's gone very hard there.
Well, Jonathan Boyson feeling the worst at the moment. Young man. I mean,
okay, blood
talk about special times of Varsity Shield. How special does it get?
Number 3,
2021. Man from Marlies get to play out at Loftus.
Okay.
Superb. Not many have the opportunity. It's great to see that the Varsity Shield has come.
Can we make a call, please?
Well, replacing Jacqueline as a Matthew Kunrad.
Knock on. Crutch.
Nkosha.
Bind.
Will he meet his match?
Set.
The Blues still strong. And Snyder comfortable going back. There was Charlie, right winger from the Blues. Snyder, clearance. Takes it all the way to the halfway line.
Forte, still much of the possession territory, but the inner ears on that scoreboard. They need something before half-time.
And this is it. The ball is unkind for the scrum half, where he gets help from his right winger, Charlie. Sees that persistent with that box kick. And what a take in between the traffic from the Blues, but the counter ruck from CPUT prevalent. Boyson.
Number 12.
Oh, it's deemed to be offside. He lost his boot.
Number 12 offside. Shot.
He's going for the post. There's Bucha.
That's a fair call.
Settle things down. 40 men on the field. With that red card to Yorick Lewis for dangerous tackle around the head. And that was his last involvement in this game. Man has converted all 3 of the tries that have been scored. Fagon Lee, Snyders. Oh, he's a sharpshooter. Green lights. Thumbs up. Well, that takes them to 24 points to 10. About 20 seconds to go. Forte Blues need something to take to the change room. That's a long kick from Brian Fields. And Mele puts it on his right foot.
Over.
Fields sports the space, sports the mismatch.
Number 2,
and
number
he
2.
drives back. CPUT, and that's the first half. Well, entertainment galore. Teams with lots of expression in the way that they go about it. CPUT started off very fluent in the phase play, and it was a Blues set piece that halted everything. It's been an interesting game. 4 tries in that first half. CPUT with 24. And Forte Blues 10, half-time.
Hey, does your bank really give you the help you need when you need it?
Yep. So based on your investment goals...
And what if you need help after hours?
Then I chat to them after hours.
What, you're chatting to your bank right now?
Yep.
At this time of night?
Uh-huh.
Are you also chatting to them?
Nah, checking my spend.
Okay, so you know what you can invest. You do that too?
Yeah.
So then you...
Dude, do you mind?
Sorry, it's just wow. So does your bank help you manage your money like that?
Mine does.
It's game time. Cricket. It's a big deal in parts of Africa, and rightly so. But sometimes you're a verb away from the sheer glory of the major leagues. Baseball. You see, they're on a pitch and not pitching. And the phrase here is on strike. In cricket, in the workplace, and on the streets, we have strike calls. But it's not all different. Umpires, innings, games washed out. They both have them. You see, cricket's done half the work. Just use some of the terms to step a little closer to the major leagues.
Upgrade to premium and watch ESPN on DSTV.
Can you hear that? The sound of change. Plugged in, fully charged. Over 4,000 kilowatts of pure power. Waiting to be unleashed.
All 5 lights are on. We go green.
A race against time. A race for change. 12 of the world's most powerful teams.
Now changes his race control. Hang on, it's not over yet.
This is Racing Electric. Welcome to Season 7. Change accelerated.
Varsity Shield 2020. It's the rugby that rocks. At CPUT, who are 24 points to 10 against Forte Blues. 3 tries in that first half for them and 1 for the Blues. Well, it started off on the charge down within a minute, and it was Magdala who shown the side how to go forward.
Yeah, poor clearance it was, but snapped up beautifully off the shoelaces from Nkala. Yeah, you can just see too low on the exit. Goes into the CPU tight head and beautifully picked up over for the first try within about 30 seconds.
Well, that was a start, and it was a fiery one, and CPUT showing that they're up for it. And the strength and power from the Blues, their set piece has been strong. Look how they withstand this repelling motion. And Dosholwan, he gets in. And then after that, it was Vulligate celebration.
It's very well done. Almost stemmed them all, but they came around back to the open side. Strong work from all the forwards. As Mososoyana gets over and does the bobs.
A great run here from Nele, cutting through, and after that, he throws it back to one of the greats of the game, onto the field, clapping for himself. Filippo Contepomi's the only man I've seen do that, but what a run, Kempo.
Beautiful run, poor defense, but you still got to make sure that you complete it. The angle was perfect, the sprint was fantastic, and this is just priceless.
Priceless, almost done his knee there. Look at him, gives himself a clap. Solid.
Let's play it.
And then it was the big man, Nkuku Nathan. Look at the strength of this big man. Strong, but what is more prevalent is how he promotes the ball in contact.
That offload, sublime, considering you were still trying to get through 2 of the 3 tackles that he managed to avoid. Strength aplenty for Nkutu. And CPUT quite comfortably in the lead with also a couple of conversions and a penalty to Snyders.
I'll tell you.
See that ball out wide, Bobs.
Oh, yeah, letting the wingers do their job. And this is good backing out from the open side flanker. Running what they used to call the fat man's line.
Yeah.
Well, it was more like the most intelligent guy on the field.
That's number 3. There we go. Yeah, they see the 3 trials that they've got. Handling errors, but a problem for CPUT. Their penalties are a massive problem. Their disciplines let them down. We're going to have a chat with Kate Nokwe.
Thanks to our commentary team upstairs, speaking to Edgar Rathbone, the CEO of the Blue Bulls here. And Edgar, you've made a lot of dreams come true by hosting Varsity Cup here.
It's dreams for us as well. It's fantastic to see the students play at Loftus, playing great rugby, great talent on show today, so it's fantastic.
Looking at this, at the games that have been played thus far, what did you say about the status of SA rugby?
It's healthier. I mean, the talent that are walking around here, type of rugby that's being played, it's fantastic.
Well, thank you so much for hosting us. Well, more Rugby That Rocks after this short break.
Fantastic, thank you.
Here's your bill, ma'am. Will that be cash or card?
Apple Pay is here, and it's brought to you by Discovery Bank. You can now enjoy a safer,
Still water, please.
more convenient way to pay with your iPhone or Apple Watch.
Thank you.
Plus, benefit from all the rewards you get when spending with your Discovery Bank card. Download the Discovery Bank app today.
Lotto Stars Live Games brings you your favorite poker games with instant payouts of over 3 million rand. Bet now on Hold'em, Two-Hand Hold'em and Side Bet City for your chance at instant millionaire status. Lotto Star, your world of live games.
All right, it's rugby under the lights at Varsity Shield. CPUT on the lead here, scoring 3 tries in that first half against the Blues, who only got 1 and a penalty for good measure. Well, if something that the first half showed us is that these 2 teams are out here to play. Give us another 40. Time to go.
Yeah, you talk about ball in play, ball out of play. They came to play. A very quick half that flew by, just with the manner of both these sides, throwing the ball around.
Field. Ngele and Charlie. Well, he pleaded his case, he didn't touch him. And he gets a yellow card from Mr. Bota, the referee, taking the play here out. Oh, unfortunate. But 3 minutes still left in that red card. Tosholwana, tough one for him. Oh, he did touch him.
He's nicked.
Nicked his feet.
Hooves,
yeah, deservedly. Good call, Mr. Bota. Trying to play within their own half, yeah. And a good steal from the Blues. Msiza does a good thing. Doesn't chuck a hot potato. Boyson. Field. Onto his captain. Was met in the tackle, Zozoyana, and the counter-racking from CPUT has been excellent. throughout the game, showing their breakdown skills. Quick ball from Engelbrecht. A floating long pass to Mputa. Ah, the big man Guku. Keep the ball in hand, but he chose to kick it. He might have caught it freshly though. Gali to Chiwara. And safe as houses as he takes the ball out. Halfway line. Opportunity missed there.
Yeah, again. Yeah, thinking Kutu, just look at the manner in which he did that offload for that try early on.
He could have handled himself.
Put the shoulder down, son.
He could have handled himself.
No need to kick that.
Bradley van Boven to the front. It's a little trick play and it outfoxes both of them. D'Angelo Williams. Sneaky, sneaky.
Put has been impressive. Quite a turn of pace for his number 6.
Yeah. Famous Springbok jersey that. Caesar to Chiwara Boyson now, and man, first touch in the game. He's had a quiet one. Baleni, Yamgela, Yonela, bigger pardon. And it was a tackle. They had to release, and offside.
Number 8 wide, offside at the line out. You just stay 10.
I'd love to see a set piece, yeah.
Going for
Shot.
post. I would have taken the scrum. I agree, Babs.
You must stay 10 meters, until the line out is over. Check that out.
It's a great line out.
Yeah, you can see Nkala way out of the blocks there.
Could have joined the other side.
Could have taken the inside ball.
Can't fault him from trying to put that pressure, but discipline is important. Yes, the ball was over the top, but the lineup was not over yet. Fields drills it, and the green is greeted by an applause from the bench. They just trail. All right. Still a few, just 11.
That help you there, Babs.
Yeah, I know, Queenian.
Who was your maths teacher at the Bosch? Huh?
Well, I did accounting. Trying to cut that money, Rob. Knock on from Fakela, and Chair Williams trying to force the play into the inside. Look how amped up the Blues are.
Option, scrum line out.
So, part of an innovation of the laws here from Varsity Shield and Varsity Cup.
Open.
After the red card.
There we go. Here's the mark, guys. 15
minutes off the field. And now they can bring on the substitute player who comes in a form
Come on.
of
time on.
Joseph.
Yeah. To the back with Williams. And Puta is on.
We're going back. We'll use it once.
And a carry as for Makala. Scored the first try in the first half, the 8th man.
There was a knock on.
There was a knock on and hands in the ruck.
Side tackle.
Just decisions flying left, right and centre at the moment. It's hard to keep up.
Driving
frantic,
more.
These players.
Yeah, it is frantic. They just want to get on with it. Good to see.
Christopher Andrews as a man who's replaced.
For my 3 support jumpers. Time off, just a boot.
Yuri Lewis. That's actually Clint Joseph.
No.
Who's come on.
What about this, Babs? Off the top, out wide. There's been a little bit of a shift. Nkutu has gone to outside centre. I'll just go 9, 10, 13.
Just let him go.
Let's see what happens next.
Stay.
Just want to see something.
Stay out, stay
Well,
out.
good counter-attack from
Stay.
the Blues.
Okay, come.
CPUT now fighting strongly to maintain the momentum. A breakaway from Van Boven.
Release,
And they've kept the ball up. Opportunity for angled break and Nele. Just body positioning was superb for him.
Lunati, Mvele, his second of the evening.
On a brace.
On a brace, yeah. First one, he cut through the middle of the defence of the Blues. This time round, low trajectory. He's a strong man, gets over, even through the Lucid prop forward.
Well, nothing subtle about that one.
Yeah, lucky didn't jump on the stands again.
I think he was told by his coach.
I think he could have got a bit of a ripping.
We've got 3 games in 7 days.
Don't be doing it again, son.
Well, it's so good to see these players enjoying themselves and really making the most out of this opportunity. It's been a tough year. We've all been going through the most. And now a chance to liven up our living rooms. Schneider, it's been an exhibition, but he misses this one.
Now it's his first miss of the evening. You'll see clearly. Again, low, strong, second try.
Well, the scoreboard is piling up against the Blues. They really need to react and react soon. They're 8 against 14 men for 15 minutes. And now they've got a man in the sin bin.
Off at the 8.
Oh, headed back. Innovation. Kiali. He's all right. I've seen this before.
Come on, guys, let's form the line out.
Good old Falcon.
Give me a step, 9. No,
To the back with Williams. Angelbracht now.
Yeah, got him.
Snyder moved on to the inside centre. Nguku to the outside, and a grubber coming in from Raven Smith, son of Roger Smith. Legend who played for Western Province, Springbok Sevens and the Sharks.
No, leave it.
Pick and go from Zozoyana. Look at the ambition from the 8th man. Inside is 22. No width though from the Blues, and again the exit insufficient.
It's just swarming defence from CPUT. They really are energised by the tries that they just scored. Also playing the territory game a lot better in the second half. Possession 71% all of a sudden. Complete turnaround in the first half.
And to the front, Williams has been competing well, but a good tackle from the hooker, trying to redeem himself and his efforts. Look at that breakdown work and hustle.
Enjoy just the way both these teams have just gone on with it.
Oh, the attitude is brilliant.
Haven't chatted to the ref, haven't questioned him. Just, let's get on with it, let's play.
This is what it shows when you've been missing out on the game and you really want to be out there. Trying to make the most of this opportunity to the back. It's worked out for the Blues. And was a carry from Fakela.
No hands!
Man mounting there.
You are fine. Get out. He's on the ball. Number 3 needs to roll.
Not rolling away. Bonus point try scored by CPUT. Looking to the Blues to punch. Well, the sin bin is finally over for the only try scorer for the Blues. Dosholwana. He's ready.
Play.
And another lineup just gone begging for Forte Blues, and McAllen doesn't need not an invite to carry the ball. He's been doing it well. No. Tackle. Good one from McNaughton. A little chip from Snyder.
Time off.
We'll change it. Hooker coming up for
19 white. 19.
CPUT, the sin bin. But back to a full complement, the Blues. And Damien Isaacs coming on for Bradley van Boven.
There's the mark. Time on. Open. Perfect. Yeah, good. All good. Shot.
Oh, to the front, Mangogo again, showing his athleticism as he gets up in front. Got that.
No, leave it.
Into a cul-de-sac. Shut down. Little pick and go from Khanzi.
No.
From Khinzana, bigger pardon. Chase back. Zozoyana, oh.
Check the tackles, please.
McDana went around the neck. Chuara trying to get a bit of distance. Get a bit of
time off.
Territorial advantage.
Yeah, he slipped up around the neck.
Is that a slip?
That a slip, correct. Wow.
Time is off.
How is that? That's got to go upstairs.
That's got to go upstairs.
Time is off.
And it was forced into it. Was it?
If there was something on the team, I would have called.
Oh, you should be calling him, my mate.
Oh,
no, he's taking something.
Not looking good, yeah. Just feeling, see the anguish.
I'm sorry. As referees, it is their duty to look after the players and their safety on the field. That is inexcusable that it hasn't gone up to the TMO.
Yeah, it is. And it is to protect the game, and it is to safeguard these players and safeguard the game as the custodian.
That is high, straight to the neck with a swinging arm.
Nah, I mean, we saw the red card from Lewis. And this
I'm amazed.
Was nothing but...
All he hears is crickets upstairs in the TMO box.
Well, Magala getting away with that one. That I think there'll be more after the game, which won't help the Blues.
That's not, yeah, the point is you want it now. Again, I mean, 14 penalties in the game so far. They had a warning, which was sort of a warning, I suppose, early on.
And a red card.
They've had 6 penalties at the breakdown for not rolling away.
Yeah. Fair play. Well, a bit of attention has been given here to Intle Mangoko, who is well looked after by our medics down on the field. And this is all for cautionary measures to make sure that safety is taken and care as you get the best out of Loftus Felsfeld. And this is what happened to him. man landed on top of him. It was a good, strong tackle. It was a dominant tackle. And it's a stinger. That shoulder is not going to move up. Well, I wish him Godspeed. The games are coming thick and fast for Ted Blues, who will be looking to bolster that position, the locking position. And get an encouraging claps from CPUT. Wishing him well. It's never a good sight to see a player being stretched off, but we know that that is all for precautionary measures, not for the damage, if any, has happened.
You're on the line, eh? Time is still off. Time is still off. Wait. Time on.
Good go. Gets it on to Vachela. Round to the midfield with Dosholwana.
Advancing before line out is over.
Soft penalty given away.
Back line offside.
Second one from the line out.
In the last 5 minutes.
Chiwara decides to go to the other side of the field.
It's hitting the 22. I want to see them utilize their backs.
And just manages it.
Number 10.
Off the
Look
top,
at my arm.
get it
When I
out
drop,
wide.
you can come.
Way off sides again. From the scrum half all the way through the back line.
Well, it's something they have to work on is their discipline. 15 penalties given away in 15 minutes. To the front they go, Dosholwana.
Thank you, playing advantage.
Playing another advantage for playing the man in the air to the Blues. Ngani. He's held up, it's a tackle, they have to release him, they do. Caesar.
There's a knock on, going back to the penalty.
And
playing the guy in the air, eh? Number 7.
Anil and Gosla.
Playing the guy in the air.
Knocked that ball on.
Number 7.
No advantage for the Blues. Blues really need to strike here.
So they're only 2 scores away.
Yeah.
And again,
so much time to go.
If they just get it out wide, there's no question. He's pulled him down by the arm. That's dangerous again. But we just play on. Get it out wide, guys. Come off the top. What do you say, Bobs?
Give it some air. Let's see the edges.
Zozoyana at scrum off.
Well, that's a dead giveaway. Setting up the driving ball to the front. It's a little pill off. And now his forward pack is on the ground. They'll need to get up and recycle themselves to the options on this attack. And the captain, Mputa.
Holding.
He deserves those pink shorts, that's for sure. You'd think Snyder's would also be another one.
Yeah. On the first week of Varsity Cup,
indeed.
You give it to the captain, but he shows that
he's shown his worth. There's no question.
He has. He has. Both of them have actually. Mzozoyana too from the Blues.
Spot on.
Over.
Field. Missed pass, but behind the player. A bit of a cramp here. It's all happening on that field. Players haven't played in a while.
No advantage.
Contact and the physical.
That's also
side of the game.
A very lush field. Yeah,
Yeah.
13.
Just looking in very good nick.
13 black. Stop.
Look at from the kick.
Lift them off.
Sniper.
Yeah, straight away.
Hydration, son.
Okay, let's go, guys.
It's been a
It's
hot
only a stop.
day.
Let's go. Bind.
100%.
Our boys have been on the bubble.
Keep that elbow
Make sure that all the safety protocols observed
Catch.
for these young men to live the dream.
Bind.
And Aleni never got really an opportunity because the ball never moved down the field. And is replaced by Sitloy.
Let's take it again.
Should be playing the ball in
From
the
the
scrum. From the mouth, I think it's fine, but in the scrum.
Yeah.
As a flanker.
No.
No, nothing wrong there.
No, it's a double no.
Okay, let's go.
Coming on here for
Okay, call it.
CPUT is Asasipo Molotana. Familiar name.
Very familiar name.
Bind.
They've gone
Set. Play rache.
Scrum from the Blues. Ankle bracked to Ngele. Ngele fighting strongly. Good tackle fight in the run.
He's been strong all night.
Use it.
Ankle bracked. Slow ball. To get one of these forwards to give him some go forward. Amir Hendricks. Ankle bracked.
Backwards.
Now Vabaza, beg your pardon, thought it was Molotana.
Knock on, Ali.
Angle Brachtia. Gain. Hendricks. And Vabaza was come on for the cramping Ravensmith.
Advantage over for the knock.
Makala takes on his opposite and he gets the best out of
No
him.
hands.
Oh, no hands.
13, straight off your feet.
Straight off his feet. It wasn't really.
Number 13, just how good their breakdown has been all evening. They're counter-rucking. It has been strong.
Let's go. Number 13, straight off your feet.
The first real error on their own ball.
Yeah, they have. They've really shown that they do have the desire to contest every single breakdown. And all this time, a bit overzealous.
Yeah, he's excited. And he unfortunately has gone straight down onto the player on the ground.
2 tries in a game.
Again, it's his first error of the game. He's been very good. Another one that's put his hand up for teams to get in those pin shorts.
Just move that side.
Bit of a thank you.
Okay, let's hit. Come on, let's go.
Kaku Mkonto. The hooker from the Blues. Sits it out to the back. It's an overthrow. He's not happy with the attempt. But Damien Isaacs makes use of it for CPUT. Hendricks slipping. Oh, big man in the midfield is Nkuku. Nathan Barr.
First man in.
Great work for Dosholwane. Now you understand why he's wearing that 6 jersey. It's not the biggest out of them.
Oh, but he's brave and he gets his head in the dark places.
Dynamite.
Shot. Taking a shot.
Again, taking the points.
They are allowed to be 50. After 50 minutes, the red card can be replaced.
Look at that.
Oh, brilliant technique, straight in over it. Gets it back for his team.
It's just the desire to go for the ball instead of just trying to milk a penalty.
No,
that's courageous there.
Very courageous. There's some large men on the CPU side.
And they've been lining them up in those breakdowns.
he's taken all the hits.
Fields hits the post, but the bounce Oh my goodness! Yes, sir! If you can't get there, let Taku do it. Well, they back in this game. There's 20 minutes left. Oh, they've always said taste the kick when you kick for the post. Normally it's for the centers to pick those scraps, but it's the hooker.
It's the hooker at pace.
It's just the reaction, and they took it with aplomb. That comfortable. Oh, Field says he's just leading us by 9.
Have a look at this again.
Strategy break.
Hits the upright, chasing all the man alone. And he gets full value for it. Kaku. Beautifully done.
Oh, reward for hard work. Reward for never say die. And the Blues bite. What a strategy break. Two teams will come together. Something to talk about, a bit of encouragement for the Blues now. Bit of positive chat in that circle.
Yeah, definitely 2 scores away. And again, a little bit more vociferous this time around, because they know they're in touching distance.
Oh, they can smell it. Blood is in the water. Ah, Jerome part of water, earning his keep.
Speaking about those cleaners, the breakdown has been very good. They've only made the 1 error. And of course, that brilliant steal that we saw a little bit earlier.
Okay, Nick, and well done on stopping the balls now. When you call that tank, well done. Work. Okay? Just
clear, concise, nice and calm. What else would anyone know? Jerome Palmada, what a gent.
Well, this is what we need. We need these mentors, we need these people to encourage the talent, give them the best opportunity to express themselves.
You need to work more harder in the scrum now. Huh? It's now, it's going to be off for a few days now, so now you need to work. Everybody.
I love that. I love that.
Going to be off for a few days. Yeah.
You got a bunch of 2 days. You can lie back.
You can relax in the bubble.
We've got a pool in the bubble. Get into the jacuzzi. Ice bath.
Chill.
Just do you now for the next 20.
Time on.
Well, I know time we'll be getting a chat to
tackle.
One of
no hands.
The Blues' brains trust, but at the moment, it's the man in the middle doing the talking.
No, no, no.
Caesar Fields has filled it in well in that number 10 position, but he doesn't get it out. And Clint Joseph to Snyder, who's looking for a run. And good tackle from Ghani. Look at the work now, the breakdown. Players being desperate. Strong tackle. No yards given yet. But the width has been given to Ngele, who's been strong in the centers, but he's well met this time. Driven back, CPUT losing distance and ground. Williams dancing. Ngotla misses out on the steal. Engelbrecht taken back. Look at the pressure from the Blues. They've driven them back from their own 22 into the half of CPUT. CPUT though, sniping to the outside. Bad advantage to the Blues because they've got field advantage. Well, we're catching up with Madoda Ludidi, assistant coach. Madoda, just let us know, what was the thoughts and what was said in that circle going for this last 20?
Yeah, hi Kobani. We really feel like this last 20 is a great opportunity to dominate them and really chase them. I think we have an advantage in terms of conditioning, and yeah, we're still good in the set piece, so we'll chase them hard.
You talk about the set piece as being good, but we haven't seen much ball going down to the wingers. I mean, it's been hard to even, I don't think I've even mentioned the wingers.
Yeah, it's just a depth adjustment that they need to make. And then with a little bit of more depth, they could send the ball out wide. But it's really coming from their intensity and their desire to be playing hard. So, yeah, it's just one of the things you have to live with.
No, Matoda, I'm just been appreciating the way that you guys have conversed with your players. You've been very precise, and thank you so much for your insight.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers.
Spot on there, Bubs. In fact, both sides, the interaction with the players, brilliant.
Oh, it has.
Number 2.
As is
number
the
2.
scrum, it's been strong
number 2.
from the Blues.
Number 9.
Another penalty from it.
Number 9.
Can they get their line-out functioning? Just the overthrows have cost them. Now Lunga, Susela coming on the feet.
Yeah, Susela's coming on for the try scorer. Afukaku, who's really shown up. They have to make sure that they get this ball and keep on with that momentum. It's gone to his captain. It's to the middle. And the set is good. Look at the body positioning and CPUT giving away the 20th penalty of this game.
Number 6
just an hour gone. Switching was Fields. Fields does well. Chihuahua keeping the ball alive now. The Blues. Told you the blood was in the water. Smelling a chance and opportunity. Matoda Lutidi did even encourage a young man to say, this is the chance. Stand up. Fakela.
Number 5, throwing on the ball.
Well, it's been a long time coming.
Number 5.
20 penalties later.
Amir Hendricks.
Scrum.
And they call for the scrum because they know they've got the power.
And this big man is going off the park for 10 minutes. And he really does add a lot of extra weight to that pack.
Keep straight.
Gets around for a big man, but yeah, he's just lying all over it.
Yeah, because...
Well, I mean, the importance of having that force behind you as a tight head.
Crouch.
This could be problematic for CPUT.
Set.
Lovely option on the right.
Du Plessis has come onto the scrum. I love what Zozoyana is doing here. They can play with the free ball. The captain, he's inches away. Du Plessis seeking for that ball. And he's slowing it down. It's Mele who's got his hands on the ball. Ngosha with no momentum.
No. Number 9. Number 9.
Well, Mr. Porter says, you know, we'll play with 13. Du Plessis.
Calm down. Slowing down the ball, please.
Slowing that ball down, but I think it's got the wrong man. I saw the blonde hair underneath that.
I'm in agreement with you, Bubs.
Number 8.
Look at that blonde hair there holding. Look at the eyes
He's
up.
even looking up there.
Oh, sneaky.
There's a stop. Time is off.
Du Plessis.
So I just got to mention this, Bubs. If they had given the yellow card on the 10th penalty, which came early on in the game, we wouldn't be in this very sad situation where there's a complete mismatch.
Makdala has been substituted for Roland van der Heever. That is where it's born there, Rob. You have to manage the game. You have to show what is need to be done.
Just take space.
They got 13 men on that field. There's lots of space on that blind side.
I'll tell you what, I'll just go for, let's get the penalty try.
Okay.
Are you loving the scrums?
Yeah, getting the big heavies out there.
Look at little nudge here from Du Plessis. On his own player. On his own player. Tickling his captain.
Well, they can't seriously be looking at that. Seriously. So they don't look at a high, dangerous tackle, but they look at that.
Trump, let's go.
Okay, thank goodness not.
Robert Kempson, you should be joining Mark Lawrence, the convener of referees.
They checked it. There's nothing. That's why the time was off.
Well, it is
Guys,
about taking...
please, on the 5, let's move back.
It is about taking responsibility and the performance like the players do, the coaches do.
No, they do.
Everyone is responsible.
Bye. Set.
Merlin Duplessis feeds the scrum. And the Blues march on. And it's another advantage, the captain now. He's held up.
Hold up.
Go for another scrum. And another
go
one.
Back. Not you. Everybody. Scrum again. Scrum.
I've also got to consider the time and how much time those two gents have in the bin. Rather get the try than having the extra time wasted on the scrum. Oh, all that power coming through. There's just no way they can hold it.
Well, Jerome Parvata has reacted from the dominance that the Blues have been showing. And he's brought on Matthew Conrad, a tight head.
Crouch.
Let's see if Ngosha will have his
Bye.
way.
Set.
That's a loose head from the Blues. And they say, let's go.
Let's go.
Chose the wrong side, playing against the will. Was the captain there. They got numbers. It's 13 men versus 15 men versus 13. And Ngele was almost standing with the Blues backline players.
Last feet.
Oh, give it here out wide, surely.
20 step.
Pressure from the Blues. Boyson steps up. But it's a hit to nothing. It's possession wasted. It's running out of ideas here from the Blues. They do have the dominance of their forward pack. The decision making has let them down there.
That it has. It's not the greatest dropout kick.
Jonge Zulu. And
not tackle.
He's got Sidloi, number 22 on his inside. Maryland. Good tackle and a rip from CPUT. The captain, boot.
Last feet.
Williams.
Want it over for the knock.
And he gave the ball on to Van der Heever. Come on, the short line was Salaman. Van der Heever tackled. Who else? It's Dosholwana.
Step.
They leave him. Snyder's has moved on to scrum off as they're down to 13
No,
men.
leave it now. Leave it. Leave it.
Thought he had the right onto that ball. And counteracting now from the Blues. Change of direction. Williams keeping the ball a bit tighter. Man coming from the side. And who else?
No.
Man, he's a workhorse. He's courageous, he's tough.
He just doesn't stop.
He doesn't stop. Well, I'd love to see him doing a fitness test. And they've gone for posts.
Oh, no.
And that gives more time to the sin bin.
2 yellow cards. Kick the corner, son. Full line out.
8 versus a few.
Yeah, they've got to fill the line out.
Oh.
That means there's space of plenty out wide.
It's adjustment that Madoda Ludidi was talking about, that they needed to adjust. As soon as the forward pack has been so dominant, in a way, intoxicated with their success.
Surely you got to kick it out. They've got to fill the 7 that they'd have.
Does he make the distance? No. This is an altitude. Nkuku hoofs it downfield and he drills the Blues back. Fields now has to do it with the ball in hand. And a pass from Fields.
CPUT have managed these 2 yellow cards very well.
Just wait.
They've managed to withstand the onslaught on their 5-meter line.
Without conceding anything.
Yeah. And they also took it to a number of phases, which is what you need to do, retain possession when you've got men off the field.
Let's sit, let's sit. Are you in or out? No, 7, stay out.
Good win on the lineup from CPUT. Not many backs to work with, but they've got some big man and some blonde in the midfield. That's Nguku and Mele working in tandem. To the blind side, Snyder. Now that is Josephs, who knocks the ball on. Blues advantage. Will they get the time to stretch it? And it's a pop pass, and the support player was Susela. And good hit in the midst of the field. Bangani withstands it from Salman.
That's fine. No attempt to tackle, no wrap up the arm, shoulder charge. No attempt to wrap the arms.
Do not go for post, young man.
Right. I think he knows he doesn't have the distance. Chiwara.
Number 1. Number 10. Wrap of arms, please.
I really do miss the old school moves of line out pills around.
Yeah, let's do something different.
Fucking play.
It
was a solid hit, that.
Yeah. Nkani, he's a solid man, brushes it off, carries on.
Do you think these players missed rugby?
They've missed rugby.
They definitely have.
Say, congrats to both teams. Been a great spectacle.
It's number 10.
In the manner in which they've played the game, it's really been good sportsmanship. Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, contest it was.
Guys, there's 2 of you.
And the contest it still is.
Who's going out? Okay, then number
CPUT so dominant in that first half. And the Blues really making a fight for it. Look at that penalty count. 23-7.
It should be a short time first up for numbers in the line-out.
To the front they go. Tosholana. Oh, this open side flanker. He is the epitome of trying hard. Ngani. He's carried well. Boyson pass to Fields. Trying to inject the pace onto the line. Going to the blind side.
No 14, leave it now.
Duplessis, Boyson at scrum off. Pick and go from the captain. But that is not the way to go.
Rip, play
and
on.
the ball has been ripped and it's been turned over.
Rip.
The decision making from Yamkele Mzozoyana. Begging. And a clear out, and they survive another onslaught.
Let's give it to CPUT. The defense has been excellent.
With 13 men.
Excellent.
To mention.
I think the Blues' decision making, it's probably what's let them down.
Yeah, that's something that when you watch this game, we're really saying there's so much we need to do. We do have the talent, do have the skill set.
Come, let's sit.
Our forward pack is dominant, yes, but we need to have an all-rounded, holistic approach to it.
Got that spot on, but you've got to again hand to CPUT. Outstanding D, great at the breakdown, and full value for their 29 points.
And it's starting to be a bit more dejected now.
Right.
Because decisions are not going their way. They're making the most of, making it difficult for themselves. And the ball is out, and Snyder has done well to move into the center. And Vabaza now to Joseph on the wing. CPUT, you'll think they've got more men. This is Chiwara. What about a bit of width here from the Blues? Persistently playing close. Duplessis, Sloy, going into contact.
No.
Duplessis, Fields. Now they've eaten up all their numbers onto that 15-meter line. They chase line. And look at this work now, the ambition from CPUT.
Tackle.
fighting strongly with 13 men, and a man just buckles over. Oh, D'Angelo Williams testing his and flexing his muscle. And this is great work and game management from CPUT. Driving the Blues back, they have to take it the whole way up. And now the Blues, they need a chase line, because this man is gonna run. Oh, what a little chip. Zozoyana, oh, you can't fault him for not putting all into this game. He has. Duplessis sniping. Boyson, quick player will be better for him. Just been a tough one.
I'll tell you, that man that's made that tackle again is Shea Claassen. He has been absolutely everywhere, the 7 flanker. What a game he has had this evening.
Seemed to be encouraged by that 13 men, an opportunity for him to showcase his leadership. And pulling rank, the captain.
They're 2 scores away, and the time's running out, so they can use up a minute. It should be enough, you'd think. That's a bit unfortunate.
Number 10. Number 10.
Well, he ran into his gap. just maybe he should have passed it to that gap. Well, I've changed the kicker. That's a man who's been trusted with the long-range ones. Emi Bongo, Vabaza. What does he have? What kind of cannon does he have? It's a bit of a scuff. Didn't really get that one. But in all positivity, they get the ball back from the clearance from the Blues. Snyder. Oh, chip and chase. Boyson has really Josephs now. CPUT against the runner play. What hands? Oh, well. They've given away 23 penalties. They've got a red card and 2 yellow cards. And now, bonus point try. They scored in the first half.
On-field decision is strike.
Yeah, that's a red. The try in Kutu deserved. Great offload. Yeah, that's going to be to the head.
Well, still
You're right.
Yes, coach.
The player in question was number 12. He came at high speed with a high level of danger, so that should be a red card.
Number 12, Forte.
That's correct.
The try still stands.
Try stands, yes.
Okay, number 12. Same as the previous one with force. Danger of level is high.
That's a red card for Jonathan Boyson. And it's such a frustrating game for the Blues. With all the good work and all the positive things that they've done, they just could not take the opportunity. Look at that. CPUT defended diligently and rewarded.
I think you said it, regardless of the 23 penalties, red card, 2 yellow cards, they have been full value for the victory.
Well, Mibongo Vapaza. Oh, look at the green. It's a pump. And 836 points to 20.
Thank you.
It's been good value too. Well, the Shield has really set us alight here. It's been a good day. The bit of innovation here from Fields, trying something different, adjustments being made. Now throwing everything at it. Will they get to see and, oh, that's going to be frustrating. Ball has been knocked. Look at the breakdown work though from CPUT. Never stopping to contest.
Play advantage.
And it's an advantage.
Advantage over.
Van der Heerver heaves one past. And now it's on to Joseph. Back onto the field. There's Engelbrecht, the scrum off, and Van der Heerver offload. Engelbrecht up with the play. Breakdown work from
first man in.
Duplessis. Blues. Oh, just throwing everything at it now. Sloy. Field.
Good fall back.
Duplessis. Take the man in front of you. Have a go. And a pass. Just to nobody. And a clean out. While CPUT, Jerome Parkwater knows what he's doing on that breakdown. Well, it's been an entertaining game. We got 56 points out of this one. As tries have been scored by CPUT.
Good game, hold on.
They've worked so hard for each other. They've been up against the odds with their red card in that first half. They survived the onslaught from the Blues. The set-piece dominance, and not going on to the scoreboard. And that man, Lunatingele, has put his name onto the map. And they said, I want to be counted as one of the rugby players in South Africa. Well, both two sides have given us a great spectacle. They've been well led by Bucha Mputa. And they could be proud of their efforts. And the coaches have shown how they're looking after these young men. Well, it's 5 tries to 2. And that's a full-time score.
Thank you very much to our commentary team. Time now for the post-match presentation, where we are joined by Nathan Gutu, the number 11 from CPUT, who is our FNB player that rocks for his troubles. He gets 1,500 rands from FNB.
Thank you very much.
Nathan, quite an ill-disciplined game from your part. 23 penalties. That's definitely something you guys need to be looking at.
Yeah, that's something we need to go back. But before I say that, I'd just like to first thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I want to say, if you knew my story, you know how much this means to me. You know, my story is crazy. Not a lot of people know that. I just try to keep that to myself. But, you know, my mom and then my home, they don't have a TV to even watch me. And the first time I made a debut at Loftus, I played for the 19 Curry Cup. And it was a special moment for them. It just, COVID ruined it all for us. And then it's really, really a special moment. And I'm so grateful just to be here. And I might stand today to you guys in front of you guys as one, but I come as 10,000. 10,000 people that have raised me. 10,000 people that's put all their time and effort into me. You know, it's been a long time coming, but we're finally here. We're not stopping all the way to the top. Let's go CPUT rugby. Back your boykies, boy. Thank
Nathan,
you.
we are grateful to have you, man. As you can
Thank you
hear
very
the
much.
supporters behind us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Now you have a tough match going into the next round. What are the the key things that you're going to be taking to that game?
Obviously, the key things is obviously to fix our penalty count because that was a bit high today. And I'm just grateful the boys, they didn't give up. They kept fighting all the way to the end. I mean, over there we could have considered penalty try, but coach made a wonderful subs and that pulled us through. But the main focus for now is just for us to focus on getting our penalty counts down and playing the rugby that we know. And we're not done yet. We're coming for the title. Let's go.
Thank you so much. That's Nathan Gutu, our man of the match for this afternoon. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Thank you very much. Thank you, man.
Cheers. Well, those are the Varsity Shield results this afternoon. This is the first round of Varsity Shield. Walter Sisulu University thrashing the DUT Rhinos 136 for the 11. That's a record-breaking score here at Loftus. It's the highest score in Varsity Shield. The other match that we saw, we just finished now, is CPUT beating the Forte Blues 36-20 there. A much closer match than we anticipated. Those two teams were actually evenly matched. Perhaps we expected something more from the Forte University in that match there. UKZN Impi doing Durban proud there in that match against Rhodes University. At the top there, as you can see, Walter Sisulu University, the All Blacks thrashing that match in their matchup earlier on. CPUT are in with a chance as well to